Hello and welcome to Tommy Talks TV. I have one singular goal with this show, and that is to help you make smarter decisions so that you can have better relationships. As usual, I'd like to say a very big thank you. Thank you for all your support, for your likes, your shares, your comments on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. I really, really appreciate you because they're helping us spread the message further, faster. So thank you very much indeed. Now today I'm going to be taking another one of your questions, and it goes like this. Now it's a slightly lengthy one. It says, I'm getting married soon. I and my husband-to-be went for medical tests, and the tests revealed that he has a low sperm count while I have fibroids. He wasn't really happy that I saw his test results accidentally. He's been going for treatment, and so have I. The issue is this. He is this kind of person who gets scared over the slightest health issue, so I don't want to show him my results until the issue is sorted. He's insisting on seeing them, and I know that it might affect our wedding plans. Secondly, he's the type of person who tells his mother almost everything, but I was surprised that he didn't tell her about the low sperm count issue. I know that he will tell his mom if he sees my test results, and possibly he might ask some of his friends' opinions as well. He's that sort of person. Should I show him the test results, knowing the possible implications for the wedding plans? Now, this is, a very interesting question. I think the first thing I'd like to say is this. You cannot build a marriage on lies. You've got to build a marriage on truth. So, truth and transparency is crucial at the entry point of marriage and throughout the course of your marriage, because trust is built on truth. So in order for you to be able to trust each other, you've got to be able to tell the truth to each other. So I would say that, this issue of your medical tests and all that should be something that you are prepared to reveal to him. Now, as you said, maybe there's a risk that, it might affect your wedding plans. But you see, ultimately, what I always say, to people is this: it's better to start off with truth at the beginning than to hide the issues until you actually get into marriage and then reveal them to the person, because then at that point the reaction would tend to be more exaggerated compared to if they had known before and they had an opportunity to make an informed choice. So what happens if he decides to change his mind? Well, if he decides to change his mind, then it means that he does not value you as much as he ought to, and if he really doesn't value you, then you really shouldn't be getting into marriage with him. And I should also say this as well, that you see there's a bit of a double standard here, because if you are prepared to accept him with his low sperm count, then he should be prepared to accept you, regardless of the fact that you've got fibroids. So you've both got to be prepared to be open with each other if you want to build a marriage, because if you want to get married to someone, this should be the closest person to you in the world, and you should not be hiding things from each other. So if you're going to trust, then you've got to be truthful. Now, having said that, I do need to say that I have slight concerns about the fact that, as you said, he tells his mother most things that happen in his life and all that. That is a potential issue, and I think that is an issue that concerns me even more than the medical issues, you see, because if someone is unable to draw the right boundaries around themselves, around their relationship, around their marriage, and they feel the need to constantly share with other people, particularly family, the things that are happening in the relationship, that is a serious threat to that marriage. Now the Bible says that, therefore shall a man leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. What that simply means is this: in order for your marriage to be successful, you both have to leave your families physically, mentally, and emotionally. And that doesn't mean abandon them, but it means that there has to be some form of separation so that you form a new marriage unit. And you really cannot enjoy full emotional intimacy, a proper cleaving together, if you have not enjoyed that that process of leaving. So what am I saying? It's risky for you to marry a man who constantly feels he needs to tell his mother everything and all that. So that is an issue that you actually need to address with him, and something he needs to come to terms with. So obviously you've got two things that you're juggling here, but concerning the main issue that you're asking about, tell the truth, because trust is built on truth. I hope this has helped you. If this has helped you, then please leave me a message on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, or YouTube. And if you've got a question you would like me to answer, then head on over to tommytalks.com/ask, and I'll answer your question next time. See you next time. Bye-bye.